and welcome back to my channel. Today, I thought I would do a video that I've never actually done before. It is a monthly favorites video. I really love watching people's monthly favorites videos and seeing what sort of their collection is doing, which plants are doing really well for them, which plants that they're just really feeling at the minute, some planty things that they're feeling at the minute. I don't really have plenty things to talk about, but I think it's fun and I've never done one before, so I thought, why not give it a go for the month of October. If you are new here and you don't know me already, my name is Emma and I make houseplanty content all over the internet, so if you want to follow along with my houseplanty journey and learn something along the way, stick around, watch some more of my videos, and subscribe to my channel. If you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. I'm so glad to have you. Right, let's get into my October favorites. So the first one that I want to talk about is my Philodendron Alocasia Black Velvet. I don't know where my brain is. My Alocasia Black Velvet. Look how freaking big it's gotten. You can even see the leaves. But it actually just popped out this leaf here, which it's kind of hard to show you because it's facing up. But oh my goodness, do you see this sort of size of this leaf? This is the biggest leaf it's had yet. All of the other leaves are quite a bit smaller in comparison, and I am just so beyond pleased with it. It's also getting that very black velvety shape. I know they've got a very specific shape, but it's got really sticky outy points here. Technical term, sticky outy points. But it is just doing so well. I am gonna say it's got two leaves that look like they might be on their way out. That is pretty normal for me. This one's been pretty okay with the sort of one leaf in, one leaf out policy. It doesn't tend to do that much, but I think just because it's going into autumn and winter and it's not getting as much light and warmth, and overall it's just pushed out another massive leaf, so I totally get that it's sort of throwing some away. Though I'm surprised it's those ones. Because neither of them are the very bottom one. And it doesn't have pests, so I don't know. All I know is that I am beyond excited about this leaf, and it's just so pretty. And the back of it too. Look at that red. Oh my goodness, I've been just watching it in the cabinet grow bigger and bigger, and I still cannot believe that I got this from the tiniest little baby. Literally the leaves were this big, and now they're 3 times the size. I know it's been a minute, but I'm so excited about it. Next up, we have this Hoya. So this is my Hoya Obovata, and it is doing really well, surprisingly. I was very unsure whether or not this one was going to survive. It came with a pretty terrible root system, and if you're on my Patreon, you'll have seen the whole acclimation process I've gone through with it. But essentially I had to cut down all of its roots, and it was losing leaves left and right. And I was like, I really hope I could save this. So I just popped it in some water, and oh my goodness, do you see these roots? They are so long, and it's even getting roots up here, which is really weird for me, but it's just been in water, and I think it's been absolutely loving it. And it's been in my IKEA cabinet, not this one, my Mills bow. I'm gonna have to distinguish that now. It's been in my Mills bow for I think about a month now, and I think it has been very happy in there. It's getting quite a lot of light, so much so that the new leaves are getting a little bit sun-stressed. This leaf is sun-stressed, but I don't know if you can see that in there. I might have to put in a clip. This bit down here is a whiter color, but then up here, I think because of the sun stress, aka grow light stress, it's turned a bit pink, which is super cool. I didn't realize that Hoyas did that when they got sun stressed. I thought their leaves just turned a bit red like this, but the fact that the variegation is going pink is even cooler. And this next plant, so this one is where I first saw it, and holy cow. So this is my Hoya Parasitica. Oh, I'm spilling on the floor. Do you see how pink this leaf is? Like, the variation on this leaf is like actually pink compared to like the one beneath it, which is whiter. This one is actually pink. Like, here's some white variegation. Pink! Oh my god, I saw this the other day and I like flipped out because I was like, I can't believe that exists. I didn't realize it could do this. And it looks like someone's like flicked paint on it. I know the splashes in general look like paint, but when they're like sort of green, light green, or white, it doesn't look as like fake. But as soon as the variegation turns pink and the leaf is still green, it's like, now this looks like a fake plant. Like, it looks like someone dotted it with pink paint, as opposed to like, I don't know. It's just so weird and cool, and I am so pleased with this plant. Like, for a while it was growing quite slowly. It just had like 2 or 3 leaves, and that's fine. I got it as a baby, but holy cow, like, it is loving the trellis life, and all of these leaves up here are just doing so well. And I just can't believe. Also, look at the splashiness on that one. It's not pink, but it is so variegated. I cannot believe that. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's another one of my current favorites at the minute because I just am so in love with how both of these Hoyas are doing in my cabinet. I think I just need to keep more Hoyas in the cabinet, especially the sort of smaller ones. It'll help them grow a lot. I think they just really like the light, and my home, although it is southwest facing, it doesn't always get the brightest of light, especially since we're in the UK and it's cloudy like 95% of the time. So yeah, I'm just really happy with how these are doing, and I think it's encouraging me to keep more little baby Hoyas in the cabinet. Yeah. Speaking of cabinets, I don't think I can have this video without saying that this is one of my favorite things that's happened this month to my plant collection. I have been wanting to get a second cabinet for a long time, and I figured I would try out the Rudsta. This one is a shorter one, but it is, I think it's a little bit slightly wider than the Millsbow tall, but skinnier than the Millsbow wide, which I'm pretty sure you can't get in this country, otherwise I probably would have gotten the Millsbow wide. But got the Rudsta, and I set it up in a recent video, so you should go check that out. I will link it in the clickable eye for you so you can watch that. But it, like, I am so happy with how it turned out, and I really like the way it looked, and like this whole bright corner of the office has like turned into something that I'm really happy with. So I think I got these shelves in or I put up these shelves this month as well. So this whole corner is my new favorite corner. So this is one of my favorites. Back to plants. I think I'm gonna show this one because holy cow, I literally can't even show you the whole plant. Okay, so this is my Philodendron Glorious, and holy cow, I thought it was glorious before when it had like 2-3 leaves, but look at the whole thing! Oh my goodness, it has gotten so freaking tall, and it actually just popped out, I think, this leaf and this leaf this month, and there's a new one on the way coming in here. It has outgrown the pole at this point, and I am honestly not sure how I'm gonna proceed with it, but I am, like, it's just so big and beautiful. I think this is definitely one of my prized philodendrons. I imported it, oh god, when did I import it? I'll put it up on the screen when I imported it, but it just had a few leaves when I did, and it has just grown so much since then, and so well, that it's just incredible. And like, look at the sort of aerial roots coming off of this bit. Like, it really wants to climb, and it just keeps producing like new beautiful growth. So I am astounded at this plant constantly. I think I look at it almost every day, and it's like there's always something a little bit new to enjoy, and admire, and I need to figure something out. I don't know if I want to chop it and prop it, because like this node would be so good to prop. Oh my god, what I would do to watch a time lapse of that node grow in water. That would be some beautiful footage. I don't have the sort of facilities for that. I cannot set that up in my home, but oh my god, I would love to watch that. So if anyone knows of time-lapse stuff, I know the Houseplant Journal does stuff like that, but yeah, he's got great facilities that he can do that in. I don't, so DIY? One day I hope to get a setup where I can like record leaves unfurling and like roots growing and stuff, because that would be awesome. I love those sort of time-lapsey videos. But yeah, I just can't believe how insane this has grown and gotten. Like, it is just huge and beautiful, and I don't think I could ask anything more for it because it's just so perfect. But I will keep you all updated with what happens here, because I love it so, so much. And also, like, let me show you the back of the pole, because it's really pretty. That's why I love these clear back poles. Can you see all those roots in there? Like, look at those. And they go all the way up as well. Like, there's a root there, one there. It's just so, so, so much fun to watch. So I really, really, really love this thing. And I don't know if it'll make my favorites list for a while, but I feel like it is constantly one of the things that I'm like, I love this plant so much. Carrying on. Oh, don't fall over, please. Oh, that was scary. I know I'm clumsy and I knock things over all the time, so that would have been, I probably would have cried if something happened to that. Going to a smaller plant that I'm less likely to kill in this video. I want to show my Peperomia Frost. Look how beautiful this is. Like, oh my god. I have literally never been able to keep a Peperomia alive and happy before. Knock on, literally there's no wood in here. Knock on wood, that this will be the one that changes that for me, because I love this one so much. I love its sort of bluey, silvery leaves. Like, look, I mean, the mature one is super bluey, silvery. These are slightly more green. But as they mature, they get more bluey, silvery, and they're all sparkly. And it is just so, so beautiful and so full. And the fact that I propagated these from leaf cuttings, like, I just think that is so cool. I've never been able to do that successfully before, so it's like upping my confidence in my Peperomia game. So I'm really, really hoping that I can keep this one happy and let it grow into a nice big bushy full plant, because then once it's a big huge plant, I'll feel a bit more confident to try some other Peperomias and maybe expand my world into that, because I've never had the best luck with them. And so if I can figure this one out and get this one to keep going, I can do more. And so I do have a couple other Peperomias growing at the minute, just like very small ones propagating. But I hope that this is like the beginning of my Peperomia journey, because I want to love them and there's some pretty cool ones out there. So I've got my fingers crossed that this is the beginning of something special. Another one that I want to talk about is my banana plant. This thing. Oh my god. I know I showed this plant to you in my like plants I chop back to nothing video, and it was doing well then, but it is doing so much better now. It is like definitely, I mean, it's not quite proportional to the size of the pot basket thing it's in, but it is definitely getting there. And every single new leaf this one puts out is bigger than the last by like quite a lot. And now it's getting to the point where they're getting those like sort of purple, is it variegation on these plants? purple dark variegation. And I think it is so cool and beautiful. And the leaves, they're like very, 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 very thin, smooth leather, and they're so beautiful and soft, and like, I just think that this plant is so cool, and I'm really, really glad that I've been able to kind of get it back into a healthy place, because for so long it looked so terrible, and I know that was my own fault, but like, I'm just glad that it's growing well as well. Like, the leaves aren't getting caught in the previous leaf like they used to be, and I don't know if that's a humidity thing or just like it needed to like restart or what, but it is growing so much better now, and I'm really, really pleased with that. And also, let me pull this out so you can see better. It's got 2 new babies, which I know I've been showing off lately, but like this one here, look how big that leaf is. Like, it's not fully out yet, and it's gonna be bigger than this one for sure. Sorry, I probably have fungus gnats flying around. Just constant battle with them in a minute. But yeah, it's just doing so well, and if I could get like 3 plants out of this one, that would be insane, and I would absolutely love that. Like, having 3 banana plants in this pot, and oh my god, if they got really big, oh my god, I would freaking love that. I really, really, really want to have like a huge, massive banana plant indoors. It's like quintessential jungle vibes, and I'm here for that, and I want it. So that is the goal. Hopefully this one will continue to grow really, really well for me, and we'll make it happen together. Yay! And then last? No, not last. I have 2 more. So this next one, I know I literally just spoke about this one like a minute ago, but I am so pleased with my Cissus Discolor. I cannot believe how well it has been growing. I was super duper nervous bringing this out of the cabinet, I think a month or 2 ago, and I shouldn't have been nervous because it has just grown like absolute crazy, and it has loved this sort of pole. I have been twisting it around like this throughout, just to keep it so it's can use as much of the pole as possible and then look really full. But it is just really, really loving that, and even the bit at the bottom that's growing in, oh, sorry, it's not the most stable like this, but even this little bit at the bottom that's growing in a bit green is doing really well. I need to like start wrapping this part around and hope that I can get it to also spin all the way up, because like, I would love, could you imagine this just like being super duper full of like giant Cissus Discolor leaves? I could, and that's what I want. But yeah, like these top leaves, they're just doing so well. I think it was before this sort of point where this plant fell for me last time. This one in particular, specifically this one, as well as one that I've had previously, they didn't really get to this stage where they just like kept growing regularly and putting out beautiful, easy growth. And I'm just so glad that I feel like I've got a master on it. Not a master, I'm definitely not a Cissus Discolor master or anything, but I feel like I've got a good handle on it now. And I'm just so excited about it because it is so funky and weird and cool, and I love it. And then I've saved the best for last because I am literally in love with this plant. Like, in love with it. It is my Scindapsus snake scale. Holy cow. So, first off, I don't know what is going on here. It's just decided to revert a leaf all of a sudden, and that is at the top of the growth. It's probably because it's just gone through a shock, so I might have to chop this one back at some point, but I am so in love with this plant. Because, like, the roots. Oh my god, it's the mailman. Hiya. Good. Yeah, good, thanks. How are you? Yeah, that's okay. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, that is heavy. Got a package. Very exciting stuff. You might know about that by now. Maybe. I don't know. maybe it'll be the next video. Sorry, I was talking about the snake scale. I am in love with this plant, and like it has rooted so well. Like I'll put in B-roll of this because it's hard to show you from here, but I wasn't expecting it to root so well, but it really has. And I think I am very soon, probably in the next couple of weeks, going to put this on the plank that I have for it right there, and it'll be living in the cabinet and it's living its best life. And I'm just like, I'm so excited that I have it, because I have wanted this plant for so long, but I never thought it was attainable, because I've always thought they were a bit too like finicky. But this one has just been growing so well, and I love it, and I hope I can figure this out. I genuinely have no clue what I'm going to do about that, but I might just see how it grows, and then if I need to chop it and wait for it to make a new growth point, I can do that when that time comes. It's just going to continue sitting underneath the grow light there for now. Yeah, those are my October favorites. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know down below. If you want to see more of my favorite videos on a more regular basis, please let me know. Let's think of an emoji. Put this emoji down below in the comments if you want to see these from me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up down below and comment on other houseplanty things you'd like me to talk about. If there's any plants in this video that I've not spoken about further and you want me to, give me a holler and I will do my best to get that out for you. And subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!